down, which is obviously that's what he's going to choose to do, as you would guess. So he takes a few days and saves enough food to live on for a week. And so then he embarks on a journey. It takes a week. He goes out to the middle of the island and he catches 2 goats. And so he brings those goats back, and now it takes an hour to gather the fodder for the goats. It takes an hour to milk them and get food. But anyway, now he's increased his production even more because he's taken sacrifice and time off to go out and gather the goats. So he increases his productivity by sacrificing present consumption. And he used his saved resources to explore and to work. I'm sorry it sounds so simple. But okay, so then one day Friday comes. And he's a good fisherman, but he has no boat. And so that's not a problem because Robinson, he's a very productive fellow. And he has enough food to feed them both. And he takes the time off and helps them build a boat and to build a net. Now they've increased Friday's production. And they have enough time to apply themselves to even better use of their time. So the effect of the original sacrifice can be multiplied many times over by saving and using their investments in the right way. Not for increased consumption. They didn't use their extra time just to consume more, but to work and invest. And there's just really no other way to be more productive. And this is really how our country became what it is today. You know, our fathers sacrificed. They worked hard, they saved, they put off consumption, and they built the country the way it is today. And that's how America became rich. And it's the Puritan, you know, you hear it all the time, and it's kind of slandered, but it's the Puritan spirit of self-restraint and work ethic. And it was unknown to most of Europe, but it was used to be known to us. But the question is, are we doing this? Are we learning from our heritage? And of course, obviously, that's a very silly question. We're not. And we've gradually adopted this doctrine that's completely hostile to normal thinking of productivities. And it's not sacrifice. Well, we think now it's not sacrifice, but it's consumption that can grow our economy. It's, again, like I said before, it's like eating your way to losing weight. And it just doesn't match up. And our government's operating under this doctrine right now. And it's doing these, creating what I call creating jobs. I'll do quotes here. Bailouts, cash for clunkers, and you know, encouraging unrestricted spending. The government is just printing money, thinking that if we can flood the markets with more money, we will grow the economy. It's kind of a utopia of having your cake and eat it too. They think they figured that out. But if you look at the Robinson example, it's believing that he could be more productive by eating all his food, killing his goats, and eating them. And that obviously would not work. And so the thought is the more we consume, the better life we can have, and the vice versa. We're wrong. Consumption investments both have cost. You know, why do we come to Toastmasters? Because we want to grow. What do we sacrifice? What y'all sacrifice this morning? Sleep. Yeah. But it's an investment. Why do we stay up at night figuring out what we're going to talk about the next day? Because it's an investment. And so, you know, people understand this on the micro level. They understand it when it comes to themselves. You know, if I want to become healthy, if I want to get built up, I work. If I want to learn something and go to college, they understand that on a micro level. But somehow politicians can say this: we're going to spend our way to productivity and economic growth, and we just don't have a category or clue. They just understand that if you put that on a micro level, it just doesn't make sense. So, you know, the fact that there are no future costs, all costs are present. If you're spending it, it's a cost now. You can't defer it, but it will cost you, and you are bearing the cost now. So we've paid incredible amounts of money to self-destroy ourselves. In my viewpoint, it's time to start paying and rebuilding our economy through productivity. Thank you very much.